Well, welcome to the show with the Eternal Sith. Every bit's a banger, best believe he don't miss. Do me a favor, drop a sub and keep tuning in. If you like what you see, go and share with your friends.
What up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing today? We are live. Yes. What's up, Darth Hater? What's up? What's up?
And we're live too. What's good?
Hide your kids. Hide your kids.
Hide your
What's
wife.
That is true. That is true.
Ahsoka, Captain Enoch, Thrawn, and his. Apparently, everybody's commenting on the you know what about Thrawn and everybody else and all that jazz. What's popping with you?
Nothing, brother. Nothing. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just right here, vibing right now. We getting ready for episode 7. Yo, that's crazy. We only got one episode left, bro. How do you feel about that?
You know what's funny is like as short as some of these series are, especially this one. Like I'm just like, you know, all the money they threw at this could have just been a movie.
Yeah, honestly, I would have rathered it. But then we wouldn't be here every week with with everybody just kind of chilling and bullshitting. You know what I'm saying?
But I'll be real. Like a movie hits way harder than a TV show, and I know both of us would rather see Star Wars in the theater. Like seeing it in the theater, like that whole Episode 5 thing with the whole Anakin thing was like a different story. Like they need to give us more of that.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey. How you doing?
You're like, now, how are you doing?
That's a fact. Nah, but I agree with you, fam. I agree with you, bro. Like, I think that in the movies it would have hit hard, especially the Anakin scene. I think that would have been like the ultimate like climatic scene right there. That just would have brought everybody it just would have been insane in the movies. I agree with you.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be real. Like I love, like it's just like what happened with Kenobi. Like I love what they did with Kenobi in some aspects, but just those characters, like some characters should just be meant for like the big screen, not TV.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree with you, bro. I think that some things, like you said, like, I mean, you think, and you said, yeah, because like Kenobi, like I agree, like Kenobi definitely looked better on. I mean, I never got to see it in the movie, but I think it would be harder if I did.
But then you were at the celebration, like, too. You got to see like the first 2 episodes, like, with the crowd, like on a big giant.
Why y'all wearing shades? Why not, bro? It's always sunny somewhere.
Hey. These are prescription, bro. I need these to see.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Hold on,
me too.
Hold on, I'm gonna make it more New Yorker. So we really all right. Bet.
Oh God.
I got head on and everything. We good. We keeping it a buck over here. All right, bet. So now, yeah, I did get to see it in the movie. I did get to see Kenobi the first 2 episodes at Star Wars Celebration. It definitely hit harder, and again, like we all know how like the overall Kenobi was received. It wasn't received well, and I have to say, like seeing the 2 episodes in the thing in like a theater kind of setting, I mean, it definitely hit home without a doubt. Without a doubt, it hit home.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm just like Star Wars needs to be seen in a theater, and with all these shows, like I can't hate for what they give us, but at the same time, it kind of dumbs it down to just small screen. And Star Wars is not small screen. It's not Star Trek or anything like that. It needs to be a big screen.
I don't disagree with you. I think we can definitely agree there, and I think that's kind of why, like, when you hear the whole like it's been kind of watered down or oversaturated, that's it right there. Is because it's just been on. We've been seeing it on TV so much. We have yet to see it in the movie theaters, and that's kind of the disappointing factor. We haven't had a movie since 2019, so it's like, yo, what are we doing? And then now with the writer's strike is over, but the actor's strike is still going on. Like,
they're talking, but it's not over. Like they're making the deals. It's not like completely over just yet.
Damn. So just when we thought it was over, it ain't over. And Anakin Skywalker says, "Hello there, Eternal Sith. What's going on?" Horns up.
Oh man.
We'll leave it at that. But anyway, but no, yeah. I mean, I'm just hoping we get something sooner rather than later, man. Because it's kind of like it's too long. I think like I can't be waiting till the next 2 years just for a freaking movie or something like that. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, I get it. Like, I love like the wait. Like, that's why I was saying before, Star Wars needs a couple years of wait. But it's
right.
been since 2019, man. We're coming up on like 4 years now, no movie. Like,
I know we sound
every 3 years, one movie every 3 years would be great.
we sound terrible. Like we're like, yo, we need a movie, and it's like, yo, we've seen a crazy drought, and like we're over here like complaining, and this is 2019, like, you know. But you know, I think it's just more of this. I think it's just more of the simple fact that, hold on, Darth Melva gonna swing through. Ah, get him on, get him on. I gotta see. Is he live? We gotta catch him. No, we gotta have him on the stream, yo, because like it can't just be like we every time like we catch him too. Like that's the funny part. We always catch it.
Yeah, this dude's always catching him and everything in the stream all the time.
Yo, where he at? He ain't even streaming right now. What's going on? He dropping the ball? What's going on, Tim? I know you talked to him. What's going on? We gotta get him on. See, like we here now. I'll send him the link. Yo, we could conversate. I know he be doing his live stream. He be going ham on the streams. I give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Like I just think that, you know, Disney buys it, and it's just like I mean, I give it to them. Look, like from the moment that they bought it to 2019, because they bought it what in 2013, 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
2012, so that's 13. 12,
right. So,
actually.
So from the moment that they bought it, I mean, they definitely like they produced movies. They put movies out like crazy. I give it to them, but like, I mean, if you think about it, it was kind of COVID that kind of messed everything up, and then kind of put a halt on it. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if we would have
COVID did, and then all the backlash from The Last Jedi kind of just, you know, made them stop and rethink things, because we're getting a movie every year. Like, you know, 2015, Force Awakens, 2016, Rogue One, 2017, you know, The Last Jedi, and into 2018, Solo, and then 2019, you know, Rise of Skywalker, and then it kind of just stopped after that. But we've been getting shows, which is great, but I'm just like, we need the movies too. Like, they go hand in hand. Like, this, you know? I
agree with you.
And this story, like this specific story is like as good as it is now. I would have said it would have been better for a movie.
No, I agree with you. I definitely don't disagree with you. And just to answer Tim's comment really quickly, I'm going to be looking tonight. Make sure you look, bro. Let us know. I mean, like I said, I'm going to have it on my phone here. I'm always paying attention because we ain't getting caught. Y'all could get caught, but we ain't getting caught here on the Eternal Sith channel and Darth Hater podcast, Talkin Sith. That's what we doing. We talking
Sith.
And talking Sith, that's what we here to do. Talking Sith. I mean, overall, though, I mean, yo, let me ask everybody in the comment section. Make sure to also like the stream, save the dream. So make sure to get those likes up.
You gotta say, save the dream, like the stream.
Yo, let me ask you though. Overall, how have you liked the Ahsoka series? And this is for everybody in the chat. Like, honestly, respectfully, like again, I'm gonna say this. I know that there's people that feel how they feel about the series. I respect it. Here, let's keep it a balance. I just want to hear everybody's honest opinions. And listen, if you hate it, back it up. Put it in the comment section. I want to see and understand, or we want to see and understand why y'all dislike the show. But Darth Hater, I'll turn it to you. How you feel about it?
I mean, I like it. I mean, there's aspects of it that's not really like vibing with me too well.
Right.
But for the most part, I like the show. Like, if I had to rate the show like 1 out of 10, I'd give it like an 8.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and like I've said before in other streams, like the only thing that's kind of just not vibing with me too well right now is like the stuff with Ahsoka and Sabine. Just like how they've set their live action characters up compared to their animated characters. It's kind of a stark contrast. And then also, like we've been talking about, why is she willing to train Sabine? She trained Sabine, then said she doesn't want to train Sabine, and then now she's training Sabine again. But she didn't want to train Grogu, and that's like the big why? Like this kid was actually at the Jedi Temple. He actually really does have the Force versus this Mandalorian girl who you know, kind of dabbled with like lightsabers and, you know, like learn how to, you know, duel with lightsabers, but you know, before up until now, she wasn't like okay, Force sensitive or had the Force or anything, but I just want to know like why the change from like what George set up with the whole like you have to be kind of born with it, but yeah, and yet everybody has the Force. Now it's like if you train hard enough, you can use it in a sense.
Right. I mean, it's I don't know, bro. I kind of see it as the analogy where it's just kind of like, yeah, you could be good at something. You could be a LeBron, you could be a MJ, but like, there's only
Yeah,
one each, and it's like you're just not everybody has that God given talent, and it's okay. Like, it's at the end of the
yeah,
day, it's all right. Like, you don't have to sit there, and it's kind of like how Huang said, there have been Jedi, right, that have wielded a lightsaber who have been Jedi, but just weren't able to have the abilities of having force powers, and that's okay. And to be honest with you, I think that's something like myself. I would have been okay with that. I mean, we all know that that's the route that they're going. That she's gonna sit there and wield some sort of, she's gonna end up having, wielding the force and really kind of like honing it. I just, I just think it takes away because it's kind of like, right, when you look at Star Wars Rebels and like the Star Wars Rebels crew, obviously, like, they've excelled. They're all different now. They're all older and different, but each one brought something different to the table, and I actually really like that. And the fact that like Sabine was a Mandalorian, Kanan was basically like the Jedi Master. You had Ezra that was the Jedi, the Jedi, the Padawan. You had Hera who was the pilot. You had Zeb who was like, homie was like the muscle too as
it was the
well.
muscle.
He was the muscle.
He was the muscle.
You had
Yeah,
Chopper just doing Chopper
yeah,
things.
Chopper was the kill count. Like he's bro.
Bro, so it's just like overall, like I thought that brought kind of like a balance to everything. And then it's kind of like you have the Ahsoka series, and it's like now everybody kind of wields the force and everybody can just sit there and kind of like, heal in an instant. And then it's like, what happens to Qui-Gon? Like that's my like that the whole stabbing is just crazy. That's my biggest gripe is the
Yeah,
stabbing,
that
and then
too.
her,
That too. They keep watering down lightsabers in all these series, which I don't like.
dude, I'm so done. Look what Tim said. I'm happy with all the cake, green cake. I can't even read that cake.
Asian
I'm
cake,
so
orange cake,
done.
you name it.
I can't even with you, bro. It's true
Patty
though, bro.
cake, all that
There've
cake.
been some crazy shots of them, but overall, yeah, that's kind of just been my thing. I'm really not too happy. Like I don't mind. Like I said, I think it's cool that she is wielding Ezra's lightsaber. She's kind of like she's quick with it, especially like in the fight that she just had with the creatures from that planet from Peridia. Even though it didn't make sense because like she got shot like 1,000 times and still survived. This is the thing. It's like, and again, like I know it's a sci-fi and everything like that, right? But it's kind of like make it a little bit more legit, make it look like it's actually like it makes sense. Because it just doesn't make sense that like
Well,
she
I get
gets,
it with the
huh?
no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it just a lot of things sometimes when you watch it just don't make sense to the eye. And it's like, why is she surviving so many like, blaster shots to her? Like, how does she not get like I understand she had like the armor under, but like, bro, like you're gonna tell me she really
Yeah.
survived that? Like, that's just not even believable. And then it's like, I don't know, she just starts, whipping out the lightsaber and she just starts like wailing on everybody. Like, and I'm just like, bro, like, how did she progress?
Yeah,
The problem
that's
is
the
like,
thing. Is like if you set up a character with their abilities at a certain level, keep it consistent on like what they can do and what they can't do, and what's in the realm of like things they can get better at and everything.
yeah, bro.
I just
Like,
want them to keep it consistent.
like to be
With all
honest,
the shows, yeah.
yeah, like yes, we had a lot of plot armor. And it's crazy because one of the characters I feel like in my
Learning a lot
opinion,
of Beskar plot armor too.
yeah, right. I mean, one of the things that I feel like the characters that are getting foreshadowed, to be honest with you, like we're like all jokes aside, bro, is like I don't know my opinion because I don't really see much done on them. Is like Balin and Shin. Like I think Balin and Shin are amazing characters, bro. I actually
Yeah.
really enjoy their stuff. Like to me, they are Star Wars. Like if I'm gonna really be honest with you, bro, like they remind me of like what it really should be. Like how things should be. Like I like how she still has like the little Padawan, like little the hair thing, like how Anakin had it,
Yeah.
the little braid. Like that's what I'm talking
You know what they
about.
remind me of?
Go
They
for it.
remind me of say a dark Qui-Gon, and then say if there was no Obi-Wan, but Qui-Gon took Anakin and they became dark. Like that's what they remind me of.
Even
Because she's
Dooku,
like
bro.
kind of hot-headed and everything. Yeah, she reminds me of like a hot-headed young Anakin from like say Attack of the Clones, and he's like a Count Dooku. I'm
Yeah,
not Count Dooku, a Qui-Gon Jinn.
yeah, I think like if Count Dooku would have kind of stayed the way he was, and then kind of taken like the Qui-Gon role, I think Qui-Gon and him would have kind of been like a Balin and Shin. To be honest, I think that would have been a little bit. Well, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I could see that a little bit more than Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Or to be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I could see it even being freaking Qui-Gon and like Anakin. I could see that relationship too. They're mirroring that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear you,
that's
bro. It's
just
hard
what
to
they
hear
are.
you, bro.
Qui-Gon and Anakin.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
it's basically Qui-Gon and Anakin. Just Wish.com then.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I think overall, like the plot for them is so good and it's so juicy. My thing is, it's just like, yo, it's so sad because homie died, and it's like, how do they even go forward from that? Like, what do they do? Do they CGI? Do they recast? Like, what do they do?
I don't know, bro. Like, we'll see at the end of this series. If he dies in the show, then it's like, all right, well, then that's the end of that, But if he keeps going on, then it's like real. Like, what are you gonna do?
That's the problem. Is like, and it's funny because like we hear it, and I just did a video on it today. I don't know if you got to peep it, the one with Balin, and like, I had 3 theories on. I mean, there's a bunch of theories, I'm sure, but and there's other characters who I think like, who's calling Balin? Like, what? Who's making that call to, for him to really like stick to this planet and really kind of like want to change things up? You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you think is the one that's calling Balin? Who do you think, if you had to like kind of like say this is the character or this is the species, who do you think?
Calling Balin?
So when you hear,
I don't know, bro. Honestly,
because he
like,
talks
whenever
about it,
they
what happened?
honestly, whenever they kind of dive deep more into his story, into him and Shin's story, like it don't make sense because they're slowly giving us more nuggets. Like every episode, like he goes into exposition about like, yeah, I remember what the Jedi. I appreciate what the Jedi Academy used to stand for and all this and that, and then how he knew Anakin and everything. And it's funny because like they're roughly technically the same age. So and then he also told. He also, told Ahsoka that Anakin spoke highly of him. So it's like they're putting the seed there to like reveal like why he left the Jedi Order. But as far as like who he's talking to, I don't know, man.
When he's talking to Shin, he talks about it, how like he feels something like a presence that has been calling him, called him to Peridian. That's why he wants to stay there. He wants to build from that. So I just wonder who's the one what was the sense of him going to that planet? Like why is he so invested in that planet as well? Like there's something
Watch
there.
It be a whole pull around. Watch it be a whole like turnaround into like Snoke.
I mean, is it something that leads to the sequel trilogy? Because I mean, all roads lead to that. So I mean, could it just be that?
All roads lead to it, but like, who else would be of such power that would call like to him like that? Even Snoke called to Kylo, like in the books and everything, like like when he was younger, to kind of like slowly pull him. Like everything, all roads lead back to Snoke and / Palpatine.
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like it's interesting, and I'm curious to see how they're gonna go about this and really kind of dive deep into the two of them, because a lot of things is like, is this his daughter? I mean, I don't think so, but like I'm curious to see like how they met. I'm curious to see how this relationship kind of like really like transpired, because they have an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, she definitely was not around for like any of the stuff from like the prequels or the Clone Wars or all that. She's
she's
like,
too young.
She's young.
I mean, he says it. He says it like like you wouldn't even know. Like
you weren't even there. Yeah.
But I like how he calls.
But, I'm assuming he just found her and just trained her. Like, I found a Force-sensitive kid. I'm a trainer.
I just like how he calls that planet of like the land of dreams and madness. Like it kind of reminds me of kind of like No, I'm not gonna say core. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm thinking of Legends, but I don't know. Like, I wonder if that planet's like so unstable, like people can't have to like hide out or something like that. Like, what makes it that chaotic? Like, what's so mad about that planet that it calls on? Because I'm thinking of the Thoyor, like I'm thinking Legends now. Like I'm thinking like the Dawn of the Jedi type stuff. Like, how is it? How did it call on the Jedi? Like, how did it call on him to want to go to that planet? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? There's got to be more to it. Even with Morgan Elsbeth and stuff like that, like we know this is an old Dathomorian planet. We know that the Night Sisters they hosted this planet many eons ago. But like, why now? Like, what's the purpose for it that Balin feels like he needs to be there? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure there's going to be some bigger unveiling of like what it has to do, because it's like I feel like Morgan Elsbeth, Thrawn, and all that is a means to an end. Like he's doing this to help them so he could get there. Obviously, like you said, because for whatever's calling him. But
Right.
we'll find out soon, because it's not really. It just doesn't make sense right now.
Right.
Like none of it makes sense. But I'm just letting it play out.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see, and it's if they don't show it in this one, it's gonna either pop up in season 2 if they do that, or the movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting. Like, I wonder too, like, what happens with Thrawn? Like, does he end up like, does he end up? I mean, I'm obviously he's gonna die before all this. I'm assuming the Mandalorian movie, he's gonna end up dying because they can't keep him around for long. I mean, that just
he has to meet up with the Shadow Council and all that.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. So it's like what ends up happening. Yeah, I don't know. There's just so much, bro. I mean, what are you expecting? So I guess like your predictions, like what are you expecting to happen in the next episode? Because we only have 2 left, bro. Like that's crazy. Like I don't even know how much more we can even get.
I mean, I know what I'm predicting for like the last episode. Like, as far as this one goes, I don't know, but like I know I feel like I know what we're getting into for like episode 8 for
Facts.
sure. Like, this all I gotta say is we're gonna get like an Empire Strikes Back kind of ending, I think.
Yeah, and did you hear that? Did you hear some rumors about the supposedly Anakin Skywalker and C-3PO? In episode 7, did you hear about that?
I saw those, and I'm just gonna say wrong.
Yeah, that's not happening. It doesn't even make sense. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Like,
all the stuff I've been told by even by all the stuff that I've been told by people on the show, like it's not gonna go the way we all think.
No, it's not. I don't think so. I think that this show has definitely kind of like turned it. I think the only person that you could say who has been consistent and you knew what they were gonna do has been Sabine, to be honest. Like that's the only one that you can sit there and be like, all right, like
Hera?
Huh?
Oh. I thought you meant Hera for a second.
No, Hera, no, not really. I mean, she's not like a mainstay character. I mean, it's been more. I mean, if we're gonna talk about Rebels, I mean, it's been the other ones. I mean, granted, Ahsoka isn't really a rebel considered, but it's been more Ahsoka, Sabine, and now Ezra now is in the mix. So I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Well, also, like I said, like I'm just a little less bummed that they're leaving out the original, like the big 3 or 4, like Han, Luke, and Leia. I mean, yeah, we got a mention of like Leia in this, like
which was cool.
Leia, yeah, Senator Organa can only hold him a babe for so long. I was like, oh, okay, that's one little tidbit about Leia, finally. But we got Luke and Mando and Book of Boba. I'm just like, are we gonna wait until the movie to get everybody all together again? Like, what's gonna happen here?
I think that's what they're gonna end up doing. I don't think they're gonna do it just yet. I don't think they're gonna round the troops yet. It's still like they see it as too early, and I think they want to focus on the story of the rebels and stuff like that. I think that's kind of like more where their focus is on, because again, like they probably I'm assuming Dave Filoni or whoever is kind of like, all right, like we've had we've had it where it's been a generation of Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, R2D2, C3PO, Darth Vader. Like, what can we bring to the table to make it different? You know what I'm saying? Like, what other characters? So like now let's tell Thrawn. Let's talk about the Star Wars Rebels crew.
True.
Let's incorporate them. That's kind
True,
of
but every diehard fan knows, like Heirs of the Empire is their story. They're just adapting it for Rebels, which is fine. But if you're gonna adapt a known story, at least put like tidbits of the original in there.
I guess too money. I guess if we're gonna go off of that, too money. You know what I'm saying? Like to get them involved and do CGI, like you have to start telling a more a different story too. I think that's kind of like what they're thinking. I mean, in my opinion, is just like, to be honest with you, bro, if this was up to me, I just would get away from the Skywalker saga, period, and I would just like talk about something different. I'm kind of over it. Like I just think that they're trying to keep the Skywalker like legacy going, but it's just like, if y'all ain't gonna do it right, like honestly, do something. Like come up with your own. Like I think that's what they need to do. They need to come up with their own like new Skywalker trilogy. Come up with a new character that I think they're trying to kind of like use it like still, and it's like that's why I'm kind of even upset that they're still doing this Rey movie, post sequel trilogy, because it's like you're still keeping the Skywalker name going. It's like still there, like because now you have her as like Rey Skywalker, and it's like as much as the fandom kind of wants to cancel that out, like it's there, but regardless what you want to say about it, like that's just what it is. Like that's canon. Like she is a Skywalker. Like whether y'all want to believe it or not, whether y'all want to accept it or not, she's a Skywalker. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's just that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's how it is. Not up to us, but yeah.
Technicality, yeah, she technically is a Skywalker.
Well, I'm just saying, at the hands of Disney, not at the hands of us.
As long as that movie is good, if that movie is good, like blows us away, like enough to erase that whole taste out of everybody's mouth, like then I can't say too much,
I just think it's gonna be the simple fact that I think that what they're gonna end up doing is like, I think they're trying to bring a lot of the characters, like that's why they're trying to utilize the Rebels crew and use them now, so that way, like for example, Jason Syndulla, Grogu, they can all show up in that movie. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do. Jason Syndulla, I mean, I have no idea. I can't see them killing him off just yet.
Yeah, Jason. Ezra, I can kind of see him going. Grogu's gonna go on forever. Like that's the next phase of Star Wars, as far as I'm concerned.
You said Ezra goes, or he's alive.
I think eventually they're gonna take out Ezra.
I think he dies. I think honestly he dies in this whole thing. I don't think he even survives more. I think he's gonna get a
whatever happens with whatever happens with I think he's gonna live in this, but whatever happens with like the next season, if they do it, or the movie, then they'll handle him like as he should. But
I think,
like you said,
I think they redo it again, and I think this time he ends up dying off. To be honest with you, I think he ends up dying off with Thrawn. I think this time around it will happen where they die. Like I don't think they'll survive. Like I hope that's the way they go, because I can't see him having some sort of another type of a death. I mean, I don't know. At least that's how I would want to see it. That's how I would want to see it, to be honest with you, where Ezra has a meaningful death. Same thing as Kanan, sacrifices himself again, or somehow he fights. I don't know, maybe he goes up against Baylan and Shin, and I would assume he would probably die at the hands of Baylan if they have a season 2 or in the movie, and they kind of bring Ray Stevenson back with CGI. I don't know. That's what I'm assuming, but I could be wrong.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see tonight. Night Sisters. How did you feel about seeing the Night Sisters, bro?
I liked it. I actually really liked it. They transfer well on screen, and just the fact that it made everybody feel unsettled about seeing witches, kind of just like how it was in Clone Wars. It's like, yeah, you should feel like that. All right, then they did their job. If you got the same feeling from Clone Wars or Rebels, seeing them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think seeing them in live action is like definitely a lot creepier than I would have thought, to be honest with you. Like it's
I
definitely a
was
lot
thinking
creepier.
they were gonna have like a flowy, like the flowy fabric, kind of like how Mother Talzin had. Looked like she's always underwater or something.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean it was definitely interesting to see them, and I'm happy. I'm happy like they made a good. I thought that was a good transition from animation to live action. They did a really good job with them.
Yeah,
Um,
they were pretty much on point with that. Like I have no, you know. Oh, speaking of,
oh,
but they mentioned like this cargo. What do you think the cargo is?
that's what I was just about to
That
ask
they're
you,
loading into
bro.
the ship.
I was just about to ask you that. That's mad funny. I think
I
I
mean, I know
honestly.
what the cargo is, but let's see what you know.
Oh shoot! I didn't know you knew. I didn't know. We didn't talk about that, but all right. I
I
guess
know,
you'll tell me after.
I know
You
these
better,
things pop up.
all right, you better tell me after the stream, Papa. Shit.
Yeah.
I think it's. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
it's like.
What do you think they are?
I think it's Night Sister Corpse.
Okay, okay. Kind of like
I,
in the game, kind of like in the Jedi Fallen Order game, where like, they have like all the bodies.
that's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. I don't know. You know more than me. So again, I'm just guesstimating. I don't know. It could be that.
We got reanimated. We got a reanimated Inquisitor. We got reanimated Stormtroopers. So it's not far from the realm.
No, I mean that's what I think it is potentially, because if you think about it too, is like if you look at even when you look at the Stormtrooper armor, it has a lot of the bandages of the Night Sisters. So I'm putting two and two together, and I'm like they're definitely Night Sisters resurrected. That's what I'm assuming. That's what it's in my head. So I'm gonna go with that.
Sure, sure.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, hopefully we get to find out this episode. I mean, and it's crazy because they said they're gonna have to do 3 rotations because there's so many. So I'm like, that means they're gonna definitely run into Ahsoka. Like, and that's my other thing I'm gonna ask you and everybody in the chat. Like, what do y'all think? Like, how does this even go down? Like, is Ezra gonna make his lightsaber just right away? Like, because they're gonna all fight. Like, they have to all go. This has to go down. Like, Ahsoka's gonna have to verse Balin again. Shin is gonna. I don't think Shin versus Sabine. There's no way. I think that's gonna be Ezra. I don't know. Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, this is
I could
crazy.
see Ezra versus Shin and Ahsoka versus Balin again.
And what? Like, Sabine just falls back and now goes back to being a Mandalorian.
I said Sabine, falls back into like taking care of Thrawn and whatever else. But like, I see like the heavy hitters like fighting the heavy hitters with lightsabers.
Because but wasn't it that he's supposed to be making some sort of a new lightsaber? Because they did talk about like homie's supposed to have this new like karate fighting style. So I'm like, all right, bet, like this is what's coming up. This was gonna happen.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I think they're gonna get there. He's gonna make a new lightsaber.
Okay.
And then he's gonna, he's gonna fight Shin or whatever. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a 2-on-2, which we've never really seen in Star Wars, like yet. It's always like
That's gonna be dope.
It's
That's
always
gonna be
like 2-on-1. It's always 2-on-1, 1-on-1s, or whatever. Where it's very ones that we've never seen, like two Darksiders versus 2 Jedi, which would be.
I mean, it's funny because it reminds me of how they have the Star Wars like Old Republic stuff, like the fan, like the little animated.
The animation.
It's like that when like Malgus and
that's
his
what I
other.
think it's gonna be like. Yeah,
I'm cool with
Malgus
that.
and everybody else.
Sabine is here. All hail Sabine.
What's up, Sabine Star Wars? We're just
What's
talking
up?
about you on the show. Can't wait to see what you do.
Let's see what you bring to the table. Do you take over for Ezra, or does Ezra step in and fight Shin? That's the $1 million question.
Or they could hit us with a freaking. They could hit us hit us sideways where Mando pops in and Grogu, and it's a Mando episode.
Nah, don't even do that. Don't even do that, bro. That's too much. That's too much.
He took over Book of Boba Fett show. He's gonna take over everybody.
Yeah, but he can't take over just this, bro. There's like 2 episodes left. Sabine Star Wars says, "Hell yeah." There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, we will see what.
That's what he did in Book of Boba. He took over one of the last episodes.
Nah, he came in, I think, in like episode 4, bro. And there was like 7 episodes.
No. Yeah, he took over episode either 6 or 7, either or. He took
For
over
real?
that, and then
Oh, damn, I
episode
forgot
8 or
about
whatever the last one, it was Boba and Mando, but mostly Mando.
That is true. That is true. Sabine Star Wars says, "Hey, in the episode, I've already been shooting at bandits. That's the only sneak peek I'm giving you." What? Pero y qué, coño? Listen, I'm here for the bandits. That's all I'm here for. I'm here for the bandits. Straight bandits.
The almost Tusken Raiders.
Oh my gosh, bro, that's so funny.
The almost Tusken Raiders and like the
Literally, bro, literally. Nah, I what'd you think of that scene, like with the little like prairie dog and what do you think with the prairie dogs or whatever?
It was all cool. It was honestly all that was very Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels. Like that was that. But I honestly was hoping that the reunion between Sabine and Ezra would have been more like impactful. Like like she did a lot just to see her homie again. And before they were kind of making tinges of like there was a love interest and it was not there, back and forth. Right. So I would have think like it would have been better. More like, oh my God, is you like than what we got. Right. Yeah, nah, bro. I mean, I'm in the same. Yeah, no. I mean, I thought it was a cool scene. I thought it was dope. Again, bro. I just think seeing her with the lightsaber, I liked it because it did look like when she fought them, like you could tell she's still learning. Like she's not really like fully strengthened with her lightsaber training. And that's kind of where I'm hoping. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't exactly have. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't exactly have the force, so she's not blocking blaster bolts or anything. But she can kind of hold her own. Like she still is able to fight. She knows how to fight. With any kind of weapon. It's just a lightsaber is it's kind of tricky. It's no matter what. Like even like the dark saber, like a lightsaber, regardless, is tricky to work with. But like, let me like now that I think about that. This doesn't make sense to me. The girl wielded a lightsaber, and she's having trouble with a lightsaber. I mean, the dark saber. I'm sorry, she had trouble with the dark saber. I mean, she didn't have trouble with the dark saber, but she had trouble with a lightsaber, and the dark saber is a lot heavier. So how does that make sense? If you want, elaborate. I think just the properties of how that thing feels is just a lot different than like a normal lightsaber. Like a normal lightsaber. From my understanding of how it works, especially when you're like swinging it, is like say like you're swinging it left, it wants to go right. It's like a weird, and then with the dark saber, it just sounds like okay, it's heavy, but you have to like go along with it. And you just can't like swing it like it's this big clunky blade, even though it's light. I don't understand how it would be heavy. Yeah, that's a fact. Okay. Not bad. All right. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh man, I feel like there's, it's funny because it's like even with this show, I just feel like still there's a lot that we still have yet to get into, and I feel like we're not gonna get everything that we're gonna want because obviously like I think they gave like this. I don't know, you saw the sneak peek they gave today of like the chase scene where like the creatures from the planet were chasing Sabine and Ezra. I don't know if you got to see that. I didn't see that. Oh yeah, they came out with it today. Honestly, bro, I'm kind of leaving like the little sneak peeks alone. Like I'd rather just watch, as like we get this. Right. Mojo Quit says the Darksaber isn't heavier. She spiritually bonded with the Darksaber because she was fully committed to the purpose she was fighting for when she wielded it. I mean, I think it's definitely heavy. By the way, what's up, Mojo Quit? It's definitely heavy because I mean that's why Mando has a problem with it. I mean, I don't think he was spiritually bonded with the Darksaber. I mean, but if you're gonna grab a light, but then you're gonna say the same about Moff Gideon. I mean, it could just be that he trained. You can't say the same about Moff Gideon. No, because homie trained. Mando's been trying to train with it, and he has had no success. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. They kind of kicked themselves because remember in the beginning when he did get the Darksaber, he was fine with it. He was wielding it perfect. Then they started getting into him not being able to like mess with it, and they kicked themselves in the butt because a lot of people caught on to that. So that's a problem for them. Mm-hmm. Then they, so it's a love-hate relationship with the Darksaber, to be honest with you.
The trouble she's having now
Yeah,
isn't because
it's like
she's trying to use the
what is it?
she's no, I'm just reading what Mojo quit. My bad. The trouble she's having is now is because she's actually trying to use the techniques she's being trained to use the dark saber. Yeah, but I still don't buy the. I still think the dark saber. I think there's a difference
It's
between the two.
different.
It's different. There's definitely a
Yeah,
difference.
dark
I think
saber is totally different than a normal lightsaber. Yeah.
I think a normal lightsaber is just because we've seen anybody. I mean, shoot, R2 was freaking holding. He was holding their lightsabers in the prequel trilogy when he shot it out. I mean, he was holding Luke's as well. So it's like, I think there's a
Well, the
difference.
thing is,
I don't know, bro.
well, the thing is, every lightsaber is different. Like, it's kind of even just like in the games, like how there's like you switch the configurations around. Some can be like really heavy and powerful, and then some can be like really light, but like not do too much damage. Like it all kind of depends. But Darksaber is supposed to be its own kind of thing, like its own separate kind of thing. Like even the blade is different. Like it's more like an actual sword compared to an actual lightsaber.
It's kind of more like a katana, to be honest with you. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it's basically a katana. Yeah.
I mean, do you agree with this comment? Because Mojo Quid is like Moff is committed to his purpose as well. He's totally balanced in his place, balanced, obviously evil. But do you think that has to do with anything? Do you think that maybe that's why Mando can't like wield the darksaber because he doesn't have a purpose with the darksaber?
A little bit of that, but then also a little bit of no, because you can't. Because if you look at everybody who's ever like had the dark saber, everybody, it's always been different, and I think they just did that just to give him like something to get over. But then they destroyed it at the end of season 3 or broke it, so it's like, all right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like I don't think like it. I don't think if they were gonna make such a big emphasis on like him not fighting for something real and like just him trying to overcome it to use the dark saber, then why destroy it like later on, like right after he gives it away? Like make it mean something like later on to where he can use it and then do what you want with it. He had no character. He didn't finish his character arc with the dark saber at all.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, that's when I think they're shooting themselves in the foot with too, because I think that the darksaber still should have been around. They should have kept that, like, to just kind of end it off last episode. I'm just like, come on, bro. Like that darksaber meant so much more, and the fact that y'all just crushed it like that and ended it, nah.
Yeah.
Mojo Quiz says, okay, now I feel like we have all been watching different shows. No, I just think that everybody interprets it differently, to be honest with you, Mojo Quid. Like, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're not Dave Filoni, we're not Jon Favreau. We don't know, Robert Rodriguez or whoever, or whoever wrote the episode or the purpose of the Darksaber, just overall while they're writing the season. We don't know what their purpose is. We don't know why, at one point we don't know why it's heavy and why it's not heavier to some people. Like, there's no real establishment answer there. And so, I don't know. I guess they want to sit there and give us lore on that, but yeah. I just think I
mean, they'll eventually explain things when we get a book or something. When we get a behind the scenes like cross section book again,
right?
But who knows to say like if that's gonna stay canon? Like they change things all the time.
I mean, literally, things are getting retconned. I mean, they changed up Ezra's lightsaber. If we're gonna like talk about small little details, they retconned his lightsaber, so that got changed. I mean, things are always changing in a lot of the canon.
Well, that's easy. They already said Sabine like worked on it, so it's like, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you don't think Ezra's gonna be like, yo, like, where's my lightsaber? Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, where's my lightsaber?
Yeah, but I think honestly, he's just gonna like let her have it and make a new one.
I'm cool with that. I don't mind more lightsabers. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I really like Shin's lightsaber. Have you seen her lightsaber, bro?
Yeah, I've seen both of their sabers. So far from the show, I do really like Shin's.
Yeah, I like the white grip around it. Like,
yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool. Like I already know. Like I can totally see like Galaxy that's coming out with their lightsabers soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big ass lightsaber. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I need it." I don't like Balin's too much. You like Balin's lightsaber?
It's all right. I mean, honestly, for me, like, say they came out with the lightsaber, I would just get it just to have both of their lightsabers as like the set. But other than that, it's not really like
I
my
think
focus.
they're gonna sell that. They're gonna end up selling that as a package deal because a lot of these other like like third vendor whatever these other companies I noticed are selling the lightsabers as a package deal. So I'm like, okay, like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's expensive as hell, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, if I had the money, I would buy it. Unfortunately, YouTube don't pay that well, so YouTube don't pay that well for me to use the money from here. So y'all got to start paying more. Y'all got to upgrade the what is that called? The minimum wage or the salary. Shoot.
The minimum wage.
Yeah, bro. They need to raise the dollar. The dollar on YouTube is terrible, bro.
For real, bro. For real.
Y'all don't even pay that much. I'm like, every other month I get paid. I'm like, come on, man. Like, bro, I'm out here putting out videos every day. Every day. Like, what? How's this possible? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, guy. I just want me some more Star Wars. That's all I want. I'm cool with that. How y'all feeling though about today's episode? What are we rating it? Are we gonna give it before we start? Are we gonna give it like a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10, a 2, a 1? What are y'all rating it though? Like we talking about it, but what y'all gonna rate it? That's what I want to know. You think today's episode is gonna be really good? Like, what do you think?
I think it's going to be along the lines of last week, but slightly better. Like last week was the introduction to this, it was the introduction to this new galaxy, Thrawn and everybody, and now we're going to see like everybody at play, like working to the bigger picture. Because obviously there's Thrawn and like everybody else has these plans that we just don't know about. The only thing we know is like he's trying to get back to the normal galaxy, but we don't know what he's going to do. We don't know. We don't know for sure what's in the cargo. We don't know what Balin and Shin's like motives are just yet. Who knows? Like we're gonna learn a lot in this in the next episode.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and that's the thing is like, and it goes back to is like, will we ever even find out there? Because I was talking about it in my video. I think that honestly, bro, like if they don't recast Ray Stevenson and like they kind of kill him off somehow, I really believe, bro. Like I think Shin ends up taking like the helm and like kind of takes over like what he wanted to do, and she kind of keeps it forward.
What's funny is so I only really know him because he was in the Thor movies, and what's funny is they actually recast him in the Thor movies.
Who are you talking about?
The guy Ray Stevenson.
Oh, they did recast him. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was one of, if you remember Thor 1, the first Thor, I think him or the other actor was in that movie as one of his like homies. Like I forgot his little group. I forgot the name of them. But he was the guy with the big red beard. And then either in the second one or the third one, they recast him with a different actor that looked just like him. And like I had no clue until I watched a video about like all these actors that had been recast in Marvel. And some of them are like clear, like, like the whole Rhodey, like, War Machine thing. And some of them you just wouldn't know until like they said something because they, cast the person so well or their part wasn't that big.
Right. Okay. Not bad.
So you can find somebody who like looks the same, is a decent actor on the same level. Like you can get away with it. I don't care. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I mean, it was just one season anyway that he was on. I mean, it's not that deep. They can do something.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
He kind of left a big footprint like in the season, so it's a tough act to follow for whoever.
All right, guy. Listen, I'm just trying to add on to what you said, bro. You said that we can do it, so I'm going with you. Now you want to sit here and be like, "Oh my God, homie left it." I know he left it. If you want me to be, you know what?
Yeah, they can do it. They can do it, but I'm just saying, whoever they get has to be good. That's all I'm saying.
Charles said, "Yo, made it. Love your drips. Yo, appreciate you, Charles. We were live on Instagram. Charles is the homie. Comes from Instagram. I appreciate you, fam. You always supporting the channel. Really, really appreciate you, bro. Always.
Charlie is the homie, man. Forever the homie.
Yes, that's a fact. That's a fact. As y'all know, we like to.
You know what we're gonna have to do eventually? We're gonna have like some like Talkin Sith like sunglasses merch or something one of these days.
Actually, bro,
that's gonna be the same way.
real talk, bro. We should do it where like where we come up with like merch and like, yo, you and me are just like with drip, like just like this, like but in Star Wars gear, like you can have like your Vader gear down, hair out, shades, and then I'll just be like with the like a kind of like a Jedi, kind of like Balin's outfit, but like with the shades on. Oof, yo, I got ideas, bro.
When do you guys see my leather Darth Vader inspired jacket?
Yo, I'm waiting right now. I'm waiting.
It's a little too hot to wear right now, but you know, come time like winter, like we get deep into fall and winter, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yo, did you see that Disney came out with an outfit for Vader, but like that you could wear without the helmet? Did you see that?
Yeah, it's just the top armor and then the cape and then some gloves.
Bro, I'm gonna cop that. Like that's tough.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about like for like when I go to Disneyland, because you can do inspired by, and I don't know if you guys know, like I actually wore Vader to the park once, and they were like, "No, sir, you cannot come in with this."
I mean, they can't tell you no. It's their product. You can walk in with it.
Well, I mean, there was a day when all of us, like in the final first, a lot of us got to go into the park to just walk around, and you couldn't walk around with your helmets on. You could only stop to take pictures and put the helmets on and take them right back off. They're like, no, you got we can't have you walking around.
Yeah.
But as Vader, like inspired, that'd be pretty cool. Like I kind of same. I probably would be wearing that around the park.
Yeah, bro, a stream shirt with you guys on it, it would be so cool. And maybe this is something where we could do where you and me we'll talk about it after. I mean, we've had this idea where we do stuff, but maybe now the fact that you guys are talking about it, maybe we'll come up with like a limited run of like shirts that we'll make, and it'll be us on it talking Sith, him as Vader, me as myself, and with shades on.
Ezra.
That's what I'll say.
Just embrace it, bro. You Ezra was the sunshades, and then you already growing your beard out because your man's is on the show with like a full beard now.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I might have to do it, bro. I might have to do it. I don't know. I'm you know me, bro.
It's not even a might. You have to do it now. Bro,
that's a lot of work. That's a lot of freaking work, guys.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Like, it's cosplay. Like, everything's a lot of work. Our channels is a lot of work. What's so much more like some more work?
No, I know. I get it. For sure. Yo, they're not even coming out with the episode. I'm just like, I keep refreshing. I'm like, bro.
I know.
They're really waiting for like that, like a clock, like thing. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I'm waiting right now too. It's about to be 6. Like it's 5:53, and I'm just like,
I know it's already about to be 9 o'clock here on the East Coast, and I'm like, bro, I want to go to bed. Like I'm so tired. I have no idea. I'm exhausted, bro. I'm exhausted, and I'm just like dying to get this. Like I want to watch the episode, do my breakdown, go to bed, work on it tomorrow, and that's it. I don't even want to go to work tomorrow, bro. I don't even know if my coworkers are watching me right now, because I know like I have some coworkers and they actually like love Star Wars too. Like my one homie, he's been on it and he's like into film. He's an artist and he's been like enjoying it. He was like telling me this morning too. He was like, yo, he's like, I've been watching your channel. He's like, you got a lot of stuff. I'm like me? I'm like, you this guy me? Like right here? I'm like, word? I'm like, word? He's like, yo, you killing it right now, bro. He's like, you put a video out every day. He's like, he's like, yo, you on your grind. He's like, you know your stuff. He's like, I give it to you. And I'm like, listen, bro, I love what I do. I do this because I love it. That's why we do it.
I love what I do. I get paid free $95 for it.
Listen. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
We do hate the game. We're trying to make the game like love us.
We try. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, we're trying to make this game very, very, very different and change it up. But again, Rome wasn't built in a day, and that's why we're here, still grinding with y'all. We still grinding.
Yeah. You gotta start small before little things have like.
Whoa! We just got a new member. All right, I see you, Charles. We just got a member. Oh snap! What's up, Charles? And you know what? I bet I'm gonna do it like this. Since Charles, you're a new member, welcome to the membership. I gotta get you. I gotta hook you up. So we'll talk on Instagram. I'm gonna hook you up. Don't worry about it, bro. I'm gonna send something your way. We'll talk on Instagram. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna hook you up. Welcome, Charles, to the Eternal
Charles
Sith
always coming in
membership.
clutch.
Hell yeah, bro. Charles out here doing big things, bro. We appreciate everybody here, bro. That's what it is. We always having fun on this, you know. We talking Star Wars, we talking Sith, you know what I'm saying? Got the bling out and everything. So
damn, bro. I expect like the next stream you just to come in with like, you know, like a big like New York bomber jacket and some Tim boots.
I mean, you wouldn't even see it, bro. You wouldn't even see the Tim boots. How you gonna see the Tim boots? Come on now. You ain't gonna see no Tim boots, bro. You ain't gonna see it right now, bro. I'm sitting. How you gonna see some Tim boots?
They hanging from around your neck or hanging in the background.
Listen, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just here. I'm here for the cause, and that is. Oh, actually, check this out. Check this shirt out. So I actually have this. Bam. I know I got all this drip right now.
That's dope.
Right? So hold on. Let me go.
Man.
Yeah, I don't think I ever wore this shirt, right? Nah.
That's the first time I've seen it. I couldn't tell what it was at first, until, like, you know, with the bling hanging down, but it was dope.
I know I got my Dominican. That's the Dominican me with the chains, bro.
All right, that's I had to rep my guy over here. You already know what it say.
Time out. Where's the bling right here? Bam! Got the cross. Y'all know how I do. I got the pinky ring. I got everything. I'm chilling, my guy. Been meaning to do it for a while, man. Wish I could give you more right now, but you deserve more. Nah, bro. I appreciate you for all that. Listen, I appreciate anything y'all give to the channel. Y'all are always the real ones. Listen, the fact that y'all even watch my content, I'm gonna just say this before we go, you know, we watch. The fact that y'all even come to my channel and watch my stuff on a daily basis, that's already like that touches my heart. Like, no money can top that. Nothing, bro. Nothing. That's straight from the corazon, bro. Straight from the heart. Like, real talk. Y'all know I be grinding. Like, yo, I mean, this man knows I be grinding. Like, I mean, I put out videos every single day, bro. I don't miss a beat.
Yeah, it's like rain, sleet, or snow. No matter how you feel, like, this guy is putting something out there. So we noticed it. We see all you guys liking and commenting. Like, don't think it doesn't go unnoticed. Like, we see everything you guys do. So we really appreciate it. Like, when we put all the stuff out there, because it's a lot of work. You know, like, people don't realize how much it is to do like one video, and especially a video every day.
And that's a fact. Like, and I want to thank everybody too who's been here with me and Darth Hater, you know, like, just overall, like, through the journey. And again, this is still a journey. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, talking Sith, like, our journey is only just beginning. Like, we've been doing this for a minute, but like, our channels are still growing. Like, we here to grind, baby. Like, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Like, even after Ahsoka, like, I know I said I kind of might take a little break, but nah, bro, we grinding, bro. We grinding. Like, that's what we gonna do. Because again, you know, it's stuff like this right here that keeps us going. And I can't even lie. You know, I can't even lie. So we appreciate it, Charles. Thank you so much. And, you know, again, I got to give you a shout out, homie. I definitely got to give you a shout out on my next video. I got you, bro. I got you on my next video for sure, without a doubt. Whatchamacallit?
And still not up yet.
I don't understand how, bro. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Oh, it's 6 o'clock by you? No. It's 8:59 by me.
Yeah, 6 o'clock here. That's 5:59 basically.
Damn. I want the episode out already. Yo, I'm tired, low key. Bro, I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I'm so tired. I was editing my video okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, every morning I edit my video when I get to work for an hour. I'm at work before I get into work. So I'm working at 6 in the, like, when I get to work at 6, and I'm grinding from 6 to 7 o'clock, 7:30, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. Like, for me, it's up. Yeah, it's up. Oh, I see Mon Mothma. Here we go. All right.
Oh, maybe it might be Maybe it might be a what's happening in the original Galaxy kind of episode. If they show her.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Para, what's going on? Hold on. Before
What's
we
up,
start,
Fada?
thanks, bro. But I do it to give you the support you deserve. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you so much. I'm gonna go watch it on my own and come back, boys. Horns up, baby. Horns up. We know we here. We grinding. I'll see you in a few. Para. Damn, Para. Calling it a filler. Damn. Straight shots. Gunshot.
You want to get it ready, man?
Yeah, you lead the charge. Hold on. Let me just put this up. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta get it up. Let me put it. Why am I struggling right now? Oh, present. I was gonna say present. I don't know. I was gonna say present. Present. I would love to know if you are watching. Wait, if y'all in the stream, just say what's up, just so we know who's here, so we can give y'all a shout out. All right, go ahead. Lead it off.
Yeah. So right now I got it up on the Disney Plus screen. So y'all gonna watch along with us. When we count down, you press start. We're gonna have our sound off and everything, so it's like obviously we gotta follow the YouTube guidelines. But basically, you're watching and following along with us, and then afterwards we'll talk about it. But you ready?
Bro, I was ready since you started.
I don't know, man. Last time you was behind, and before that you was ahead. So we got to make sure you linked up perfectly this time.
No. You good, fam. Go ahead, go. Oh, by the way,
all right,
Melvin, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say? Where's Darth Melvin?
Nah, he checking right now. He not on our stream yet, but we watching him closely.
All right. Well, I'm gonna count it down, and then when I count it down, and say start, then you guys just press play. And no skipping the beginning.
Make sure everybody does come back here to watch it with us.
Yeah. So all right, I'm gonna count it down. Right. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Puro sauce. Oh, my computer. What's going on? For whoever is here watching it, like I said, give a horns up in the chat. If you're gonna go watch it, make sure to come back. We're gonna be here for a minute, so definitely enjoy. And it's a 46-minute episode, so there y'all go. Oh. Sabine says, I have to wait till tomorrow to watch it. My Disney Plus account canceled last week, so I'm going to watch it on a free app, so I have to wait till tomorrow. That's fine. No doubt. Well, we here. If you want, you could chill with us, get some popcorn, munch out. We vibing right now. We straight vibing. So that's what we're doing right now. So let's get into it. Damn, bro, why my headphones not even working right now? That's crazy. All right, bet. Let's get this. Let's get it. 8 o'clock where I live. Are you in Central Time?
Here we go.
Let's get it. You have the Lucasfilm thing in front? Ooh, Coruscant. All right.
Exactly what I was doing. The best way
Oh, I just realized Akbar.
What?
General Akbar's right there in the back.
Oh, snap. That's crazy. The leaks were right. But why can't Leia Organa just come herself? Damn. How y'all enjoying the episode? C3PO, guys. I can't even believe this, bro. What's going on, Great Jedi? What's popping? It's legit.
We have to prepare for the.
All right, so half of the leak wasn't wrong. C3PO is in this. Dreams and Madness, exactly what freaking Balin called it last week. Here we go. Ahsoka. Oh, what? No way. I heard some names I like to hear. Let's go. What's up, Lauren? What's up, girl? What you up to? Thank you for hopping on. Oh, I thought he was gonna do it. How y'all enjoying the episode so far? Horns up if you're in the chat. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Make sure to like and subscribe. So they came out of hyperspace. Finally, about damn time. That's wild. Damn, they prepared for her. Tired from work. Glad to be hanging with you guys. Sorry for the late response. You good, Lauren? You good? You good? Welcome to the channel again, and we appreciate you watching the episode with us. Damn, I'm liking the Night Sister shit. Let's go.
There. Same thing. One thing. Your lightsaber, take it. You keep it. What? I don't need it. Spies.
Almost done, Charles. Almost done. You beat us to it. We almost done. We almost done, guys. Just give us a few more minutes. Episode's almost done for us. Still got a few more minutes. Coño, familia! Oh, snap. Guys, as we're watching it, write down everything you want us to talk about and what you thought about the episode as we're winding down. Have a few more minutes left. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right,
That
but
was good. That was cool.
hold up. Let me just. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. All right, but so we finished that. Take this out here. All right. Ooh.
What'd you think?
I thought the episode was interesting. I didn't think it was bad. I just want to read some of the comments. Wasn't anything special for me, but I like Thrawn and the new Stormtroopers, which is the Night Troopers. Don't seem to be like Night Sisters magic. Didn't see any smoke. Well, we didn't technically see Snoke. We didn't see smoke with also Marek until he died. So was happy to see Ezra. I know that he is more with the Force now, but still would have liked to see him with his saber thoughts. I guess we'll save that one for the end. Darth Hater, what did you think of the episode? I know you asked me. I'm just gonna throw it back to you. My bad. What'd you think and what'd
I
you?
liked it. It was cool. I mean, it was kind of what I was thinking we were gonna get. Like nothing too crazy, but just kind of along this lines of like everybody fight. I feel like I called it, but in a different way. With the okay, we're gonna get Sabine and Ezra probably fighting. Shin, and then obviously Balin and Ahsoka had to have their, rematch. So that's kind of a given. I'm kind of glad they didn't kill the space whales because I was thinking, all right, they're gonna kill the space whales as soon as they come out of light speed.
Bro, but let's talk about the simple fact we just saw 3PO and Anakin in this episode. Like that just blew my mind. The leaks were real. That's crazy.
3PO, Anakin, and
Akbar, also to the name drops of General Grievous, Asajj Ventress, and Dooku. That was
name
crazy.
drops, yep.
That was dope. I thought that was really, really cool. It was cool to see C-3PO kind of walk in.
She said he had 20 tapes, and that was the last one. So I'm like, what are on those other tapes? And you saw her put them away in her little training locker.
Yeah, I just think that overall, I think Balin seems like such an interesting character. R.I.P. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like we got what Balin. I'm gonna get into that in just a few. C-3PO was such a random cameo. I agree. I think that, to be honest with you, you could tell they're kind of like they're kind of like teasing us with it a little bit.
Yeah.
At some point, they're gonna end up putting Leia in this. It might just be in the Mandalorian movie, which makes sense because if they just keep on with the whole thing of Senator Organa, like that's what's coming. You know it. That's literally what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I thought it was cool to see Ahsoka using one of the last transmissions. I think or one of the last trainings that Anakin had for Ahsoka during the Clone Wars. I thought that was really cool, kind of reminding her like, that this is what we prepared for, for Asajj.
I got that last bit from the trailer.
Yeah, so I thought that was
really, his last bit from the trailer, basically. Yeah.
Right. So it kind of reminds me of the I don't know if you remember in Rebels when they're watching when Ezra was watching the recordings of Anakin Skywalker, and then you saw
you mean Pretty Face Anakin?
Yeah, there you go, pretty boy swag Anakin watching it, and then you see Ahsoka come in, watch it as well. You could tell that these were recordings that she had as well. So again, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was bad. The name drops, of course, of the Clone War villains were such a cool detail, of course. Was the episode any good? Sabine says, yeah, it was good. I thought it was really good. I think that
it was good. It's decent. It wasn't crazy like oh my god, but it was like what it needed to be until like the next episode.
It was funny. It was cool to see Ezra kind of using his like force karate. Like I thought that was pretty cool. Something with Balin caught my attention, and I'm gonna definitely we could talk off the air about that. But something caught me about Balin, and I can see if they do something in a sense of like where he doesn't show up anymore. Because if you notice at the end, they were looking for him. I don't know if you peeped that.
Yeah, Thrawn said it. He's like, "Where's Balin?"
Right. So I'm thinking, oh, I don't know if you get what the I'm saying. Like if I'm like,
he's going to go do his own thing, but who knows what that is.
Right. And then if you see at the very end with Shin, when you see Ahsoka telling her, like, just give me the lights, like, come, I can help you. And she's so conflicted because, again, like, she doesn't have her master there. Balin's not there. So she's lost right now. And right now, you hear Thrawn talking about how they have time now. There's a lot, bro. There's a lot. And, like, there's a lot.
Well, setting up for the end game of them leaving and everything. All this was a huge distraction to hurry up and load the cargo.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, overall, I thought it was a dope episode. I can't even front. Like, it was a dope episode. Again, seeing how Senator, we saw Harrison Dula standing trial because, again, she did go against the orders of the Senate of what they didn't want her to do. And, she got put on trial there, and that's what saved her, was seeing C-3PO there coming and saying basically, Senator Organa kind of approved it. She's reinstated. Like, we good. I thought it was dope. I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it's good to finally get them to like realize, like, all right, well, he's an actual threat. She's not just BSing. Like, why would she, at the end of the day, make up like all this? Because I want they're just trying to make it seem like she's doing this for personal gain. And it's like, what the gain does she have for making up a story like this?
Right. Agreed.
I want to know what his motives are, because he's just, there's something not right about him. I think he might be a spy at the end of the day.
Who?
That one senator that was just kind of like up against everything.
I think so. I think there's some. I agree with you. I think there's something off about him. I agree. Okay, I can be hyped for tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for sure. Sabine. Wasn't the last stream? Wasn't there the last stream? But I think the cargo are dead Night Sisters. Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier in the video. Yeah, I think that's what it is too.
I think that's what we talked about, but they haven't confirmed it yet or anything. So as far as right now, it's officially just the cargo. But you can just look at the containers and tell, like, okay, they had to be like coffins, like they had to be bodies.
For sure. I thought. Let me ask you this. I have a question for you. What did you think when Sabine was like, "All right, like here's your lightsaber," and he's like, "No, I'm good. You use it." Like, what did you think about that?
Well, I mean, it's a given. Like, we know he's gonna build his own lightsaber, but like, I feel like, they emphasize like he gave it to her, and then also Ahsoka's been training, so it's like, nah, go ahead, you keep it. Like, I've been growing. I mean, it's like what, like how many years later since like we saw him last? Like, of course, like he's grown like with the Force, and he doesn't really need a lightsaber, at that moment and everything. And it's like he can do without it. Like he handled himself like just fine. Like you saw him like getting rid of some of the stormtroopers, even stealing their blaster and doing what he needed to do. So it was really cool.
Even against
them not going the Star Wars Rebel route, where they like don't kill these stormtroopers. They would just like knock them out, whatever. Now it's like, all right, no, live action, actually do what needs to be done.
I mean, even when it was funny when he like Shin caught him, he bent down and Shin caught like a little bit there. He's like, "You almost got me there, almost," and it just shows how far along the way he has come. And he kind of reminds me. I don't know if he reminds you. I'm pretty sure he reminds me of Kenobi. He really reminds me of Kenobi all the more. Like, he kind of emulates him a little bit to me.
I would say he more emulates his master to me. Like just the vibe that Kanan was and everything, and like how he was as a Jedi. I really see a lot of Kanan in there.
Right.
Like, that's why I think like at the end of the series or whatever happens with like Jason, he's gonna end up training Jason the way his father like trained him.
Oh, that's a given.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's a given. I think for sure that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, overall the episode was good. I thought it was funny to see Chopper, kind of like being one of the like people too. Like that was funny. Did you see him? He was like sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now. Like homie was just literally sitting there in a chair. Yeah, I mean, overall.
Well, also it's kind of like you said, it's kind of cool to see like 3PO back in Chopper and everything. And he took offense to the whole droids thing, but it's
the droid. Yeah, like
now that like everything's said and done, like R2 and 3PO are so just not together like how they used to be. R2's with Luke and 3PO's with Leia, kind of like how they originally were. In the OG trilogy, like 3PO's always with like the main guys, and then R2's always with Luke.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was a good episode. 10 years, guys. Charles, you think he's gonna shave his beard? I hope not. Shoot. I hope not. I don't think so. I think he stays the same. I think he's kind of embraced the role of kind of like being like this kind of I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like he's just accepted this role that he is, and I think that he's fine with it. I don't really see him kind of changing his look. Yeah,
dude, he turned more into Aladdin than anything else in like these past 2 episodes. I'm like, there we go. Finally, we have live action space Aladdin.
I would love to see. I know that's not gonna happen, but I would love to see them show him. Like, I hope the series ends with him on Lothal. Like, I think that'd be so full circle. That'd be cool. Like how the
Yeah,
series,
right. Back in his little house.
right? Like, I feel like it started with Sabine there. Now, like, I would like to see it end there with him back on Lothal. But also too, like, I hope they tease like what his new, like, if he gets a new lightsaber, like they tease that. That'd be really cool to see.
Not
So,
a given. He's gonna Q Wang's there. He's gonna make himself a new lightsaber. It's a given.
yeah, for sure. So, what are you rating the episode? What do you rate it?
I give it a 7. Like, it was good, but it wasn't bad. But it wasn't like, it was what it needed to be. It was a 7
Okay.
to me.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I give it a 7. Solid 7. I thought it was pretty good. No complaints here.
Yeah, you got to top episode 5 to get like an 8 or a 9. Like, that's.
I mean, listen, I think I was gonna give it a 6. The only reason why I gave it a 7, I'll tell you, is because of the name drops. To be honest with you, because I've been dying to hear Asajj Ventress in live action is really, really dope, and the fact that you have Night Sisters kind of really ties that in all the more together.
Yeah.
I'm digging that, and honestly, seeing Ezra kind of doing like this Force karate kind of style, I really enjoyed that because it kind of reminds me of, what's the character's name? I can't remember his name from Rogue One. What's who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
The one that's like, I'm with the Force, with the Force.
Yeah.
I forget his name. If anybody in the chat will remember.
His name, yeah.
But they kind of,
yeah.
but they emulate kind of like that same kind of like movement of fighting style, because they did even talk about it. I remember when the leaks came out. It's kind of, he's gonna emulate that kind of fighting style. So that's what you saw there. And I think that he definitely has some time. Yeah, that's the difference. But I like it because, and the reason why I mentioned Kenobi before is because it just reminds me of, how Kenobi's on Tatooine and really doesn't want to use a lightsaber, even though he ends up using it. But it reminds me of that kind of, of a thing of from Kenobi, because Kanan at the end of the day did utilize his lightsaber, he didn't really hide himself.
I would say this is more of a Luke Skywalker type, just not jaded. With the aliens and everything,
There you go. Yeah, I mean, not too many Easter eggs, not too many like things that really happen. Like Thrawn, nothing really crazy happened with Thrawn, other than like at the end he understands that he has time. He's gonna play the long game with them. That's what I got from him.
Well, that, and more importantly, the fact that he found out who Ahsoka's master was, and then you saw the surprise in his face. He's like, "Oh crap!" Like, all right, change the game plan. We gotta change it now. This is like Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader's apprentice.
Right. Right. He finally found out, because there was like that mic drop. The moment when she came back with it, he's like, her master was, General Skywalker. Like, he was like, "Oh damn! Like, that's a problem." Like,
yeah, that's a real problem. So
yeah.
I think now it's gonna be like he wants to probably be more hands off. Just kind of like have them fighting over here while he does his main objective of getting the ship loaded so he can go. Like, it does, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He can leave them there just as long as he gets back to the galaxy in one piece. It doesn't matter if he kills them or whatever. As long as he's able to leave, like that's the main objective.
Correct. I agree. Yeah, I mean, like I said, overall, great up. I mean, I thought it was a really good episode. I have no complaints. Like I said, those were the main. I mean, if there was any takeaways from episode 4, really quickly, was you saw Hera stand trial. She got reinstated because of Senator Leia Organa by the word of mouth of C-3PO. After that, we ended up seeing Thrawn finally finding out. Well, we actually saw Anakin training Ahsoka right after, and name dropping Grievous, Dooku, and Asajj. And then
I think it was more like a kind of like a build-up thing. Like, she's training and she just needed like some, just to hear him again, just to like hype herself up.
Correct, because again, those were 3 very, very main characters that were a part of the Clone Wars that really gave them problems. So, then you have right after Thrawn finding out who Ahsoka's master was, General Skywalker. Then right after we see Ezra and Sabine, and I like it because we also got to see Ezra hear what's been going on. Even and it was funny. Did you peep that when Sabine was like, that when they were like, oh, so like the Emperor is dead, and he's like, so far from what we know, So they left that.
So
I like
far.
that. So far from
Yeah.
what we know, I like that.
Until we got to somehow he returned.
Yes, I like that. And then we hear Balin and Shin kind of talking back and forth. You see kind of you still see some kind of like, I'm starting to see the distance between the two, and I think they had to do. I think they, them doing that, I think was a part of the show, but also too, like, I think it's good that they kind of did it like that because we know that his character, the actor actually died in real life, and I have a theory on that, so I'm gonna talk about that in a video later on. But so right after they
whatever his real mission is, he's just told her like, this is where I passed, and you go do your thing. I gotta
I think so too. And I think this is how they end up. Well, that's for another video. Anyway, so then we see the stormtroopers kind of get called in from Thrawn. They end up, calling all the reinforcements to go get Sabine and Ezra, as they know where they are now. And then Ahsoka kind of drops in, like, I don't even know, like, she just dropped in. I don't know. I'm surprised she didn't even break a leg. She drops in, starts fighting Balin, and she knows that she can defeat him still, which she's okay with. But right after we see them fight, and then you see at the very end they get kind of like called back, and meaning the stormtroopers, all the reinforcements kind of like retreat, and then we see Ezra, Ahsoka, and Sabine, the reunitement of all three of them now together. It was nice. It was bittersweet. Right before then, they tell Shin, hey, just look, I can help you. Let's do this. Shin leaves. That's the episode, basically. Overall, great episode. Lord Balin, more like Lord Balin. Her. That was a good one. Oh man, more like Balin on her.
Balin.
He's bailing on her. What do you guys think Thrawn will do when he's going to come back to the OG galaxy? To be honest with you guys, like, do you even think he makes it back? Like, I feel like they're gonna keep it here, to be honest with you.
Nah, he definitely comes back. Like I told you, I feel like I'm dead set on this show ending like I said, an Empire Strikes Back kind of thing, where it's just like he won. Like, I think it's gonna leave off to where he won, he got back, and then we're gonna go from there.
Right. By the way, they also name dropped like Mandalore. So like they're gonna bring Mandalorians in this too. Like, they're bringing this back home. I peeped that in the beginning too. I don't know if you noticed that. So I'm like, okay, I know where we're going with this. I know exactly.
Yeah. What about the Battle of Mandalore? Like, oh, that's irrelevant. That's it's like, okay, like they have to tie in everything. I'll be surprised if they tie in Boba somehow to all this too, because he's gonna factor in too somehow.
Can we assume that Admiral Akbar on the side of the Mon Mothma? Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, definitely.
Darth Vader even called it.
I was there, like,
Yeah. Darth Vader called it. I didn't even peep it, to be honest with you. The glasses are kind of blurring me, so I ain't gonna front. Shoot.
Once you get used to him.
That's true. He maybe makes it back, and the Filoni verse will defeat the Empire Remnants. I don't know, bro. I don't even know. But yeah, I like the call to the
No, I don't say he makes it back to defeat them. I just say he makes it back and causes whatever problem they're having. And then, like I said before, the Shadow Council that we saw in season 3 is waiting for him. They had that big meeting before Moff Gideon went to go do what he needed to do on Mandalore. So that hasn't happened. That could happen at the end of this, like if and when he gets back to the normal galaxy, which I'm assuming he will.
Right.
They're gonna drop more. They're gonna drop more hints or plans for the future about what's gonna happen.
Could be. It could be. I think so. I think it could be that. But again, I guess we gotta wait and see. He also, hold on. Let me just read this. I didn't read this part. We are having a season 2 for Ahsoka. It already started filming. Not yet. Not
No,
yet. Not yet.
nothing has been filming right now because of the strike. So
He would know.
it's still kind of up in the air technically.
If there's anybody who knows about the film industry, is this man right here. So, yeah, he knows more than me. I don't know. I mean, come on, homie was in The Mandalorian. Like, he's canon, so he knows about this stuff. I don't know anything. Let me read this here. Oh, also, maybe he's gonna go on Star Killer.
It's a possibility.
Right?
There's
Really?
a possibility. He could either go Star Killer or he could possibly even go to Exegol. Who knows? You know, there's a few different things he could be doing. He could do, because when you think about the Thrawn was up there, like in the Imperial ranks. You know, he's like up there with obviously Vader, Tarkin, you know, and you know below Palpatine. Like he was up there. Like he was one of those guys. So if anything, he probably would know about like Exegol. He probably would know about Star Killer. He would know about a lot of like the projects, the Empire. Like not a lot of the majority of the Imperials know about. So maybe he could go find some old Imperial weapon that was never used. Maybe he could, like I said, go to Exegol. Maybe he could, you know, get all the forces together to band together again on like some distant planet. Like who knows? But he's gonna be a big problem when he gets back. That's why they said, like Mamaka said, like is like him coming back, is that a real thing? And Hera's like, yeah. So we need to prepare. Like he's a real threat.
Yeah, agreed. Senator Zio, that's his name, Senator Zio. Yeah, Carson Teva. Let me tell you, Carson Teva's getting some screen time, bro. Homie getting some crazy screen time. Jedi Falls, Jedi Star Maps, Whales, Distant Galaxies. He says, honestly, are we to believe any of this? She's like, basically, yeah, we have to.
But
and he's like,
but it's funny though. But it's funny though, like seeing as like who like Hera is, her track record with the rebellion, even though they're like, yeah, look at you pretending like there's still rebellion. It's like you would think out of all people, you would kind of believe her. And Carson Teva, like, why would they make all this up?
Especially too with everything that's going on, like just overall, like I just think about, you know, like I'm just thinking like overall what's going on, like how could they not believe her, especially with like they really think Moff Gideon moved by himself? Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah,
like nah, there's no way. I think I think this guy's a spy. That's what I think it is.
He's something Imperial sympathizer. Like he's something doesn't smell right about him. So I think it's like he's like a mole, like you know, in like the New Republic ranks to kind of like throw like a monkey wrench in like. Them like finding out or them seeing what's really happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, again, look what happened to Mandalore. I mean, something's going on. I mean, there's always a mole in everything. There's always a rat. Like somebody's on the inside. We've seen it before. It repeats itself. Star Wars just repeats itself. We know that already. So, again, I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll see what happens. But I got to work on this breakdown video for tomorrow. So we are ending the stream now. We want to thank everybody. We want to thank everybody for hopping on. Make sure to become a member to the channel. By the way, please go and check out the list below. If you look at the details, I think, what do you call that when you have like the stuff under with the 3 hashtags? What is that called? The oh my god.
And not talking about subtitles. What are you talking about?
No, not the subtitles. Like, like under in your YouTube, like the YouTube channel, you have like, you kind of read a brief description of what the video is going to be about.
Oh, yeah. Check out the extra info about stuff. And so
whatever, the details. We'll call it. We'll call it details. Make sure to go check it because you have all of Darth Vader. I actually put your information there because I always have a tendency to forget. I put all your information there. I put his YouTube channel, his Instagram, my Instagram. Make sure to become a member to the channel, as today we just got a new member, and I'm gonna give him a shout out right now for Charles, who became a member today. Charles. Yes. So again, we appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much, Charles. Hey, thanks for the talk, Sith, for the Sith talk. We always talking Sith on this channel.
We be talking some Sith, man. That's what we do.
Michael Coro, make sure become a member to the channel. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Stay safe. We will be here next week. Don't forget to miss my breakdown video. Make sure to light it up in the comment section on tomorrow's video. Go check out my video from today. It was definitely a good video because it was good because your boy did it. But anyway, we appreciate y'all so much for hopping on. Many blessings. Stay safe. Y'all have a wonderful night. Peace.
Welcome to the show with the Eternal Sith. Every bit's a banger. Best believe he don't miss. Do me a favor. Stop and keep